I'll say this as simply as I can. It is open season on those who feel that they will prey on the weak, the voiceless, the motherless, the brotherless, the sisterless, on those who have been the bedrock and the foundation of our society. It is open season on the enemy. No longer will we tolerate being busted down to being a second-class citizen. No longer will we go along with the plans of the future, your future, while our future stays and wait in muddy waters, unclear if it will ever become something. I declare open season on those who dare to utter a lie against my Father. It is open season against those who believe that they can act any kind of way before the presence of the Lord. It is open season to those who mistreat the beauty of women, the beauty of young girls, the beauty of young men, the beauty of a full-grown man. It is on open season on the drama that the critics and the doubters bring. It is open season on each and every last one of you. No longer will I instruct those to stand still. No longer will I instruct those to be a lighthouse for all mankind. Because of what is going on in the world, it is now time for our nation to gather and focus on what we are going to do to survive this situation, this mess. We cannot turn a deaf ear to the things we must listen to. We cannot turn a blind eye to the things that we must see. The crumbling of our society has already begun. The hunger of our society has already begun. The thirst of our society has already begun. The laziness and the sloth has already begun. We have a difference of opinion. We have a difference of our thought matrix. My thought matrix brings me to the point where I say enough. Enough of the hand wringing. Enough sitting still. Enough giving up. I'm no longer going to hold your hand like a little baby and help you make the steps that you need to make. I am going to tell you the truth. And the truth is, man does not care for each other. They care for themselves only. But our nation is not supposed to be that way. The nation of destiny is about inspiring and rising to new heights. So anyone who dare cast a stone at my nation, my generation, will be met with retaliation of all the deeds that you have allowed to go on, the changing of society. It It was not our generation that put booty shaking on MTV and BET. It wasn't our generation that cultivated artists to be more sexual. It wasn't our generation that allowed cursing on TV. It wasn't our generation that demoralized us into the people we are now. Yet you point your fingers and blame us as if we are the decay of society because we sag our pants. That we are the decay of society because we rock gold chains and silver chains. That we are the decay of society because we follow in the image of the hip-hop nation. We didn't create it. We didn't allow it. You did. For some of us who have been abused and gone through the most traumatic childhood, we didn't cause it. You did. When you stop looking after us, when you stop doing what was best in our interest, when you turned your head and said, it's none of my business to get involved, when you said, who am I to get involved in such things? You're supposed to be Christian. You're supposed to be a standard bearer for God. You're supposed to obey the laws of God. You're supposed to obey the nature of God. You're supposed to have the Holy Spirit of God within you to strengthen you, to allow you to do battle with demons from the Father's pits of hell. It is open season now. It is now time for our generation to begin to fight back. The revolution is televised. It is time for us to stand up for our rights, our birthrights. The right to be who we are. The right not to look over our shoulders and wonder what's going to happen next. Not to wake up the next day not wanting to, but being eager to. I tell you now that it is open season on those who have been the blood-sucking ticks of life. Those who have walked around stealing blessings. Your time has come to an end. To those who don't know the power of our voice, you shall soon hear our voices loud and clear. To those who downgraded our talent as mediocre, will begin to see the beauty of our art, and you will not be able to stand. We do this not alone, but on holy ground. We do this not alone, but with the angels of heaven. We do this not alone, but we do it with the authority of our Father, our teacher, our master, the Alpha, the Omega. It's open season. We will begin to defend ourselves by the spiritual powers that our ancestors and forefathers have left for us. We will bow before the 24 elders and the 4 beasts and the slain lamb and God himself. We will return back to the nations that we once were. We will no longer agree to the new doctrine of how life's supposed to be, because we know that God never intended for this mess to go on. We're coming for your leader. We're coming for you. It is open season.